So I'm like just taking in all the tea. So then it's something about Isaac, because now they ended up getting finalized. Their divorce is finalized. So she was saying how the new girlfriend that Isaac is with, oh, she's dirty. She don't like to take a bath. They be sitting in the room for days. When her daughters go over there, because they have that agreement where he takes them every other weekend. So she was like how when her kids come back from spending the weekend with their dad, they still have the same clothes on, just running down what's going on with Isaac and them. And mind you, because she kept like, at this time, I think I don't know, I guess her and Isabel always had a relationship, but it was like I said, Isabel could never help any of her family. All she could do is just do their hair. Like, because she was always sick and off and on and stuff like that. So she and her husband barely had money, but y'all could afford to buy each other expensive gifts. Y'all could afford to buy Mustangs, and y'all still staying in a 1-bedroom apartment, because it was still staying in a 1-bedroom apartment around this time too. So it was like, just, I ain't none of my business. Whatever. But here's the weird part too, which I found was weird. So mind you, once they get divorced, Tasha and Dre, they would still go over to, because Isaac and Ian had an older brother. We're going to call him T. And their wife, T's wife, we're going to call Tiff. They used to all hang out together, like Isaac, Isabel, T, and Tiff. And then when Tasha was married to Isaac, they used to always go over to their house, because I think they ended up moving down here or whatever. But it was still weird, because even after Isaac and Tasha got divorced, Tasha and Dre would still go over to the ex-in-laws in the house, which I thought I know your kids are over there, but I have my own theory, but whatever. But she used to tell me how T and Tiff used to do the whole threesome thing, just the same thing like what Nixon and Jolene used to do. And how her mom ended up passing, and how she had a nervous breakdown, and all this stuff. Because at this time, I think they only had one son at this time. But I don't think her mom had ended up passing, because I don't know by now, because like I said, it's been years. I haven't, yeah. But I know the last time, I know she had like 3 boys now. Like, I don't know how many boys she has now, but 2-3 years ago, I know she had her final son or whatever. But Tasha was telling me how that girl ended up having a mental breakdown after her mom passed, how one of them ended up allegedly catching like a STD, because when Tasha started having like get-togethers at her house, she started to smoke the hookah. And I remember, I'm jumping the gun because it's just fresh in my memory. I remember before, I was going to buy my house, and I had to drop my car off to her, and she was washing the dishes, and when she had the hookah going, and we were smoking the hookah, and then that's when she told me allegedly, like, Tasha, not Tasha, she probably did catch something, I don't know. Tiff or Tay from one of their threesome ended up catching like a STD. I don't know if it was like the permanent one. I think it was, but I'm not gonna say it because, like I said, it's alleged. That's what she was telling me. I remember taking that hookah out of my mouth so fast, and I was like, "Oh no, you be over all there all the time too." And that's what Tasha used to say about Tiff and Tay's house too, how it always smells like hookah. Cause that girl wake up in the morning smoking hookah, in the afternoon smoking hookah, at night smoking hookah. So she's like, their house smelled like hookah all the time because that's all they did. You smoke hookah too. If y'all all sharing the same hookah, here's your hookah back. I don't play them type of games. First of all, you having wild threesomes like that the way Tasha used to explain to me, baby. I don't know. That means that's why it's like tell you that whole family's weird. Weird. That's why I used to constantly keep my distance. But anyways, let's get back to the story. Let's get back to the story, baby. So Tasha has all these people staying with her. Dre's the only one working. So and that's what I used to find weird. Like he was already showing narcissistic ways because she used to tell me how he used to throw the fact of him working, always have to pay everything back in her face. Like if she would need something, he would tell her, you need to pay me back. You will need to pay me back. And then she was like, before she got the job at Sunshine, she was telling me like how they split their bills. And mind you, married couples, y'all do whatever y'all want to do with your household, however y'all want to split your bills or whatever. But it was weird to me because her and her husband, her ex-husband by this time, had an agreement when they would like file with the kids. He would take one and she would take one. But then she was like, her and Dre had their own separate accounts, which I could understand. But y'all would still need like a joint account for all of y'all bills to be paid together. Because even when she started working, they kept it like that, which was weird to me. Then she said Dre would file with both of the boys. So I was like, but aren't y'all both the parents? She was like, yeah, but because I have 2 kids with Isaac and I have to split them, he feels like since he's the father of both of them, he gets to keep them. I'm not trying to get in nobody's business, but that sounds very weird. Why don't he keeps one and y'all split one? Because y'all both... I didn't even say nothing. I just kept my mouth shut. I was like, however y'all do y'all bills is how y'all do y'all bills. But to me, it just seemed like something about that relationship seemed very off to me. It did not make no sense. Because the way they portray online, oh, they all happy and giddy and stuff like that. But behind closed doors, something was weird about that relationship. But like I said, I kept my mouth shut because that's none of my business. And however you run your relationship is however you run relationship. But I know when somebody's really truly in love with you. I know I understand. I've seen that. And I've heard people that was truly in love with each other in real marriages, how real marriages work. So their whole marriage, I was like, maybe that's how them young people do it. Because like I said, Tasha's way much younger than me. So I'm like, that's how probably y'all do that marriage shit now.